Okay, so right now I'm standing on home site 121, right where their driveway would be. So if you're looking at the map, if you find where home site 121 is, that means directly across the street behind me would essentially be home site 20, right on the other side of the street there behind my white vehicle. Because the greenhouse we see over here, that is actually home site 21, which of course people already live in right now. They just moved in. So right behind me now is home site 20. And as we go down the street, we actually work our way from 20 down to 19, 18, past that dump truck there. So we will get a chance, I will turn around, go across the street so you can get a chance to see those home sites more specifically. And then we will also have a chance to go back on those home sites, which do go up a hill into those trees. Gives you nice and privacy. But once we're there, we'll be able to look down and use my white car as a reference point for you. So without further ado, let's go take a look. Okay, so right now we are walking in the direction of home site 20, which essentially is going to start from about this area in here. It's going to go up that hill, and as we come back down towards the street, the driveway would be on the right hand side. And as we go down towards home site 21, the other property line of home site 20 is going to line up with right where the end of this sidewalk is. So if we were to get out here, there's a storm drain mark on the curb. Home site 20 goes back, and it actually goes back further. It's tough to see out there, but off in the distance we do actually have a orange stake back there. That is what we call the limit of disturbance. In other words, anything behind that stake, while it's still on the property of home site 20, it will not actually be disturbed. So I'm kind of panning up right now. Now we're looking at the side of home site 20. You can see the different green stubs there for the different sewer lines. So we've got home site 20, 19, we can even see 18 further down there, and then 17's a little far. That side of the next house down, about right there where I'm pointing to, that would be home site 16, but that was in an older section of the neighborhood and is not something that we actually built. So I'm walking right now across the back of home site 20. You're going to see again quite a nice bank of privacy and trees behind home site 20. You can also see, pull down a little bit there, there's that limit of disturbance. And as I turn back around looking at the side of home site 21 again, you can now start to see sort of the front of home site 20. Now what I wished you could also see, and unfortunately today's weather they are calling for some storms, is across the street from my vehicle where I was previously, which is that foundation over there for home site 121. So behind that foundation you can see the mountain ridge, you can see all the way over the Susquehanna River, and on a clear day could even make out some landmarks over there in like E-Town, which is the western edge of Lancaster County. So quite the awesome view from out here for you. What you'll also see is, as I pan up, that blue house in the distance now, that is home site 123. So again, you can kind of see that all of these home sites here, 17, 18, 19, and 20, have very similar grading. You're going to have a nice flat area around the house itself, nice level front yard, much like you're seeing down here with these houses down the street. And as you'll see, you will actually have a nice sort of grassy area that's a little more leveled off in the back before the trees and up an embankment, giving you plenty of privacy. In other words, nobody can actually build back there on that property. You will see a few towers there. They actually are some of the radio towers, as we are on top of, if you're looking us up on Google Maps right now, you will find we are basically right at the crook or crust of Reeser's Summit, which is a mountain here in northern York County, pretty much at the York County / Cumberland County border here. Hand back towards the street. So now I'm actually standing right at the front of where home site 19 would be. You can see I have moved over a little bit here, and even panoramic in the neighborhood. You can see down the end of the street there, plenty of trees. That's what's great about all of Briarcliff, is we actually are sort of tucked away. We're right off I-83, but you would never know because we are here on a mountainside for you. On the back of home site 19 here, you can kind of see across the street from me, where again, my white car kind of gives you a perspective of how far back we are. And again, plenty of view across the way. And now again, I'm pretty much close to the back of the level area of the home site. And then as you can see, as I try to pan around me, definitely some trees, not exactly what I would call heavily forested, but definitely plenty of trees giving you a nice peace and privacy back here for you. So, and then what I would be looking at across the street from us is where home site 122 would be built. 123 is the blue house we kind of see there. And as I pan down the street, walking back towards my car a little bit more, again, you'll kind of get a feel for the neighborhood and maybe a little bit better idea of what these home sites truly do look like. I am focusing a little bit more on home site 20 and 19. Main reason for that is they are probably a little bit better suited for a larger home. Let that truck go by. A little bit better suited for a larger home like the Roosevelt itself. Yep. So again, I'm going to make sure that I also point some of this out on a map for us. So hopefully as you're watching this, you're looking at a map, you're also looking at a site plan of Briarcliff itself. It'll kind of help make a little more sense for you as well as we go. Hey, thanks so very much. I look forward to hearing your thoughts very soon.